Yes.
Fantastic. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Well, thank you very much to everyone who is able to join us today for our 2022 Global Culinary Travel Awards press conference. If you wouldn't mind turning off your microphones so there's no distracting noise for other people. And if you are one of the presenters today, you can certainly turn your microphone on when it's time for you to speak. Thank you very much, everyone. So this is the agenda for today's press conference. I don't know, I'm sure some of our media professionals have attended before, or if you're new to press conferences, this is basically what you can expect today. I'm going to give you a very short history of the awards, and then I'm going to go over the application process and timeline that all of the applicants went through. I'll go over the awards categories briefly, and then we'll meet the winners. So just to give you a quick introduction to the history of the awards, we started the awards back in 2016, and they were originally called the Food Trekking Awards. The word food trekking came from the idea of going somewhere for food. And that name evolved over time. And just this year, we renamed the awards the Global Culinary Travel Awards. This is in tune with keeping everything modern and making sure that we continue to stay innovative and relevant for our industry. So with that renaming of the awards this year, we also introduced new awards categories, which you can see here on the screen. And the awards categories match the practice areas that we also introduced to our association this year. We introduced these practice areas because we discovered that our community was really very focused on 6 recurring themes that were always coming up, whether it was questions they asked about or subjects they asked for in webinars or summits or comments in our online community or whatever it was. These 6 themes kept recurring. So we decided to formalize that interest, and we created these practice areas. And we then also decided that it would be smart to match the awards categories to our practice areas, which is what we did. Now, all of the applicants today submitted their applications starting on March the 1st, and I believe the applications closed on May 31st. So they had a few months to submit their applications. We had 131 applications from 27 countries this year, which was a really good turnout. And then we take a little bit of time over the summer where our judges review the applications and deliberate. Now, unlike some award ceremonies, we keep our who our judges are confidential, and we do that because we don't want anyone thinking that there's any favoritism or anyone's taking any kind of preferential treatment or anything like that. It's all very above the board, and we try to have integrity in everything that we do here at the association. So for that reason, we do not publish the judges. However, the judges are comprised of sometimes it can be a member of our board of directors, sometimes it could be an ambassador of our association. We have about 30 to 35 ambassadors around the world. I am also one of the judges, so big disclosure there, no surprises. But the judges take the summer in the Northern Hemisphere to process the applications, review them. We have a couple of conference calls as well to discuss who's doing what and what people have discovered. And then the goal is to always announce the winner by September the 1st. So that's what we did this year. And in the past, we have held the awards ceremony at our Food Trucks Innovation Summit in London. However, with everything happening in the world today, it's just a safer bet to hold the press conference online. So with that, I will go ahead and introduce you to our first winner in the category of Best Emphasis on Wellness and Health in Culinary Travel. And I'd like to introduce you to Daniel Duquette, who's the General Manager of Spa Eastman in Quebec, Canada. Daniel, are you with us today? There you are. Let's, if you could unmute yourself, please, Daniel.
There we go. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Welcome.
Thank you, Eric. Hello, everyone. So it's an honor to be presented with this award. Spa Eastman dedicates it to all its culinary artisans. This is the recognition of continuous team effort. It's also a privilege to share. Excuse me? Are we okay?
We are. If anyone is not speaking, could you please just mute your microphones? I think that's what was happening, Daniel.
Okay. It's also a privilege for us to share with you today our vision of what Spa Eastman is all about with a short presentation. Just let me get it on here.
Sure, let me stop mine, and you're now able to share yours, Daniel.
Okay. There we go. Just a moment. Share.
Okay.
No.
Here it comes.
Yes, coming. Here we are. So Spa Eastman's cuisine is called tonic cuisine, which is a healthy, tasty, and energizing cuisine. Just a moment. This is where we're located. So Eastern Townships is about an hour east of Montreal and very close to US borders of the state of Vermont, Maine, and New York. This is another recognitions that we've received this year for the second year in a row. More about our cuisine, constantly evolving since 1977. Everything started as vegan, then to vegetarian, and then meats, animal proteins were reintroduced in 1999. Always based on research and scientific research, actually. The 8 principles of what we serve is less sugar, nutritious sources of healthy fats, gluten-free, everything is, without dairy proteins as well, with some lacto-fermentation processed foods, lots of shoots and sprouts, of course, low temperature cooking, and priority to local, organic, and unprocessed food, of course. Cuisine that does you good, increases energy level, reduces inflammation, better sleep patterns, more efficient weight management, reduces chances of getting cancer. We have our own garden cultures, fruits, vegetables, herbs, edible flowers. Of course, we know winter, so this is seasonal, but still we maintain everything that we can get organic throughout the year. Our chef, Jean-Marc Adelin, the magician behind all this, Jean-Marc has been with us for the past 10 years and has very much contributed to the development of what our cuisine is today. And our newest cookbook launched a year ago, La Cuisine Tonique, a book that highlights the importance of our cuisine on a daily basis. There we go.
Wonderful. Okay, and let me go back to the presentation. Thank you very much, Daniel. And I think that the judges were impressed with your entry because it really combined the idea of nature and being calm and serene and just beautiful setting, but also with a serious attention to food, healthy food, and restorative food. And it was just the whole package that brought everything together that I think was really what really impressed the judges for your entry. So congratulations, very well done.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll move on to our next award now, which is the best use of sustainability in culinary travel. And the winner is Vegan Travel Asia by Beverages. And we have Shova today, who is going to tell us a little bit about their backstory. Shova, are you here?
Yes, Eric. Thank you so much, Eric and Global Culinary Travel Award for this honor. I'm going to share a short presentation that I have made.
Please.
So, hello everyone. My name is Shobha. I am the Communication and Administration Manager at Vegan Travel Asia by Beverages. Talking about our history, it is made up of a team of 5 friends from 4 different countries, from 4 different faiths. We have come together to create a story and adventure like no other. We have a mutual passion for people, animal history, culture, and veganism. Our tour focuses on bridging cultural gaps through cultural immersion with local communities while enjoying 100% local vegan food along the way. It is community-based storytelling meets veganism meets travel all in one. We conceptualize and develop grassroots tourism programs that are environmentally friendly, socially impactful, vegan, and cruelty-free. So starting journey, we started with 3 trips in India 18 years ago, and now we organize 27 cultural immersion trips across 10 countries, and we are expanding that to other countries in Asia as well. So why did we start Vegan Travel Asia by Veg Voyages? We acknowledge the negative impacts of animal agriculture that come when it comes to environmental degradation, climate change. We have seen the first-hand negative impacts, whether it be diminishing and damaged fish population, environmental pollution, cruel and inhumane factory farm practices, severe freshwater and food resource challenges, deforestation, labor exploitation, etc. Therefore, we firmly believe that to travel vegan is to travel responsibly. But traveling vegan doesn't mean that we have to go hungry or sustain ourselves on salad and side dishes. Food plays an important part in all of our adventures. So, our tours involve local home cooked meals with families, learning how to prepare local generational dishes, helping out on family farms, learning about the local dining etiquette, history, heritage, and connection from centuries of trade that led to the local cuisine becoming what they are today. Our tour highlights the culinary tradition of our destinations. Every one of our adventure is designed to introduce the traveler to some sort of tastiest local and regional vegan food. We explore the local stalls, local cafes, private home cooked meals, and popular neighborhood restaurants to ensure that our travelers enjoy the gastronomic delights of each country they visit. All our adventure also include cooking classes, offering travelers the opportunity to learn to make some of these delicacies right at their home. Responsible travel and giving back to the community is what we believe in, and our adventure is not just travel or business for us, but we focus on creating meaningful tourism which benefits the travelers and the communities we travel to. We do carbon offset, grassroots projects related to human rights and animal rights, environmental initiatives, compassionate education, and social welfare projects. We, Vegan Travel Asia by Veg Voyages, are thrilled to be recognized as best use of sustainability in culinary travel, especially due to the fact that we often have found out the travel industry often excludes vegan travel from the conversation of sustainable or responsible travel. Therefore, we are really grateful for this recognition. Thank you, Eric, and thank you everyone involved in this. Thank you.
Thank you, Shova. Yes, you said that frequently the travel industry excludes the idea of vegan. And what we've discovered in the food and beverage tourism industry is that special diets of all kinds, whether they're vegan or vegetarian, gluten-free, or if they are involving food allergies like peanuts or shellfish or whatever it is, are actually increasing. People do not change their behaviors with them. They take their behaviors with them and they don't change when they go on holiday. So you did a great job. Your company did a great job of putting everything together and really showcasing a fantastic experience for the people who want to live a different lifestyle. And we really appreciate everything that you've done. So thank you, Shova. Okay, let's go to the next slide. We have the best celebration of culinary culture in culinary travel. And the winner is Jorana Leo from Zambia. And we have Elizabeth Jerry here. Elizabeth.
Hi everyone. Let me share my screen.
Yeah, please do.
Okay. Good evening. My name is Elizabeth Jerry, and I am one of the co-founders of Jirani Leo. I'm joined today with Sunday Kapesi, my other co-founder. He's calling in from Nairobi, Kenya. We are very happy to be the winner of a Global Culinary Travel Award for Best Celebration of Culinary Culture and Culinary Travel. So I'd like to invite you all to my table where I'm sitting in Lusaka, Zambia. And I want us to imagine that we're sitting together enjoying a meal and getting to know each other as if you were my neighbor and you're at my house today. One of the reasons why we started Jirani Leo is that African cuisines are largely inaccessible to travelers. If you come to Tanzania, for example, this might be a local menu. And unless you know Kiswahili or you have someone to explain to you what the foods are, it's very adventurous to guess. Otherwise, my guess is you'd probably go with one of the more westernized foods that you can find. It's quite easy to find Western food in local restaurants across Africa. And so you might have a trip to Tanzania eating your westernized food and never know that supu ya kuku is actually chicken soup, which is lemon with a bit of chili and a nice flaky hot chapati, which is enjoyed traditionally for breakfast across mainland Tanzania. So we've noticed that travelers rarely taste the deep traditional foods, which are often only found in African homes and not even on local restaurants where even the local people go. And so if you were sitting in a hotel, you might not know that in Zanzibar, your neighbors next door are eating urojo. Or if you were in Ethiopia, you might not know that your neighbors were eating dried camel meat. Or if you were in Nigeria, you might not know that your neighbors were eating a swallow with egusi. Or if you were in Mali, you might not know that your neighbors were eating sami. And if you were in Zambia, which is where I am, you might not know that your neighbors are eating ifisash, which I think is one of the best vegetable dishes on the planet. So we saw an untapped market for gastronomy tourism across Africa. And we recognize that women are the owners of culinary culture. And so we created the first food tourism platform in Africa that works by building up women, bringing them into the food tourism market and promoting local culinary culture. Jirani Leo gives travelers the opportunity to enjoy a home-hosted traditional meal in countries across Africa. People who visit our host's home for a meal will enjoy connection as they get to know the host and her family. The cuisine, where it's broken down so that you can understand what the cuisine is, and we can also address any food allergies or diet requirements that you might have. And of course, the cultural aspect in this picture in Zanzibar, where you eat on a mat and you're eating with your hands. But in addition, we're creating a new income stream for women. We're promoting locally available ingredients as part of sustainable tourism. And we're celebrating the cultural diversity within African towns and across the whole country, and of course, across the continent. So what's next for Jirani Leo? Currently, we're in Zambia and Tanzania, but we're looking now to expand our women-focused home-hosted meals model to more African countries. And we're seeking out opportunities to involve African youth in the gastronomy tourism business, whether they're helping us as booking agents, guides, some of them are hosts themselves, helping us with advertising and marketing, but we're teaching them that actually there is such a thing as gastronomy tourism, and they should be proud of their local cuisine. So we'd like to give a big thank you, of course, to our amazing hosts. They're the ones that are the foundation of our business, but also to the World Food Travel Association and the judges. Thank you very much. And especially to the Zambian government that believed in us and encouraged us that gastronomy tourism could be something new for this country and even for this region. So a big thank you to the Honorable Minister of Tourism and Arts, the Permanent Secretary, and of course, the Zambia Tourism Agency. Please follow us on social media. You can find out more on our website and also book a meal if you happen to be traveling on the continent, and you can contact us at Gmail. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Elizabeth. Yes, I think that what the judges really liked about your specific application was the fact that you were taking underrepresented cuisines and really taking on the whole continent, although you're just in a couple of countries right now, but you have the vision to see that the sub-Saharan Africa continent really had a story to tell that wasn't being told, or wasn't being heard rather, by the rest of the world. We've discovered that in our own work here in the association with our ambassadors. We have one in Ivory Coast, we have one in Ghana. We're looking to do to expand in Ghana as well. And it's amazing how much people don't know about African cuisines, plural, how vast the continent is and how different it is from north to south and east to west. So we applaud your efforts to really put all African cuisines on the map. And you've done a great job, and we look forward to great years ahead. Thank you. Okay, so let's move on to our next award, which is the best focus on wine and beverages in culinary travel. And our winner is Halipu, Campfire Barista in Finland. And with us today is Stefan Wunderink. Stefan.
Yeah, hi. So my name is Stefan Wunderink. I hope everybody can hear me. Let's get this going. Here we are. Oh, right. So does everybody see this?
We do.
Yes. Great. Hi. So I'm Stefan Wunderink. I'm Halipu's Campfire Barista. Let's see how to get to the next screen. I'm doing this for the first time. Normally, there we go. So normally my wife Rita does the presentations, but since this was specifically about the Campfire Barista part of our business, it's me doing it today. So yeah, hi, we are Halipu. Halipu is a small family business. Halipu means hugging tree in Finnish. And our goal is to bring our Arctic forest, so our own family forest, within everybody's reach around the world. So the Arctic forest has its own wholesomeness and is very nurturing. And we think it can have it can be beneficiary for everybody, especially people in big cities. If you want to know more about Halipu and how we share our forest, you can go to halipu.com and see more about that. So this is Halipu. You see my beautiful wife Rita, whose name is also on the screen, but who's not here now. And that's me. So we are a Finnish-Dutch couple. So I'm actually Dutch, but my wife, she's Lappish. And the forest that we use and where we do our programs is from her family, her old family, woodlands. Got 2 kids, and well, we are one campfire barista and one tree hugger. And what we have in common is a love for Arctic nature and exquisite foods and drinks. And that's what we are combining in our programs. So when we started sharing our forest with people around the world, we thought that, which we largely do digitally and online, we thought we also need to create programs where people can actually visit our forest. So then we developed our cocooning program, where we take people to the forest to hang in hammocks, even at sub-zero temperatures. Like this particular picture was taken at -20 Celsius in our Lappish forest. Our cocooning program actually won the Visit Finland Authentic Experience Award, Kerkituotepalkinto, in 2018. So when you do tourist programs, you need to offer something to eat and drink and next to the fire. And we wanted to offer something that belongs more to us, that's something different than what people usually get in these tourist programs around Lapland. So somebody made a joke, said, yeah, knowing you, you're going to make a perfect latte in the middle of the forest. And I thought, yeah, that's actually a good idea. So then I remembered how my grandmother used to make herself a cappuccino on Saturday mornings on her gas stove with a small mocha pot and a strainer in a milk pan to foam milk with a strainer. And I thought, if my grandmother can do it on the gas stove, I can do it on the fire. So that's how Campfire Barista came into existence. So I'm the world's first professional campfire barista, and as far as I know, also the only professional campfire barista. So what I do, I make coffee. That's what baristas do, coffee specialties. And I have my. Hello, Udi. Can you? Yes, thank you. So I have. I operate in our forest, of course, but I also have a coffee sled that I pull around behind my snow scooter. It's a contraption that I built myself with a friend. And in the winter time, you can find it around the Levi Center. Levi is Finland's #1 winter sports center. You can find me with my coffee sled and get my coffees from the sled. We also have on my coffee sled and in the forest our handmade products with foraged ingredients. So there's the lingonberry cookies and the marshmallows with 20% berries, all berries from the Lappish forest. And then of course there's the chai syrup, both the chaga chai syrup and the forest chai syrup. I will tell you a bit more about that in a moment. And then of course we have our Demeter certified fair trade specialty coffee that a friend of mine roasts for us. So our motto is do no harm to the planet. So everything that we use and everything that we sell in our business, we try to source in such a way that it does good to the planet instead of harm. So Demeter certified fair trade, short chains. And we have gotten a lot of nice visibility with our products and projects. We had Gordon, Gino, and Fred in our forest for their Christmas special 2 years ago. And according to Gordon Ramsay, our chai lattes are exquisite. And we've even been called the best lattes on the planet by some people. And now, of course, we won this Culinary Food Travel Award, which we are very happy. This is what it's really about at the moment, or Arctic forest chai syrup. So this is a chai syrup with Arctic birch leaves and Arctic juniper berries that we've been developing ourselves, and that Rita, my wife, has turned into an actual product. So the recipe is mine, the product is hers. It's our first ever packed consumer product, 100% natural, no additives. It has here again, you know, they don't do no damage to the planet. Like we try to have the packaging as sustainable as possible. The actual the sachet that has the actual syrup in it, it's going to change into fully biodegradable packaging in the near future. And on our site, you can compensate your the sending of your product of your purchases by planting trees in our forest. Right, so that's me on my coffee sled. I want to thank you very much for the honor of granting us with this award, and I hope to see you at my coffee sled so you can actually taste our coffees. In the second weekend of November, I will open the coffee sled again on the Christmas market of Levi, and in the spring of 2023, you can find me around the Levi Center, or of course you can visit halipu.com and book a visit to our forest in Finnish Lapland. Thank you very much. And of course, all the other winners I want to congratulate as well.
Thank you very much, Stefan. I think that what the judges really liked about your application was, well, there's several things. First of all, the uniqueness of the experience. How many times have you heard of a campfire barista? As you said, you're the only one in the world. But I think that your application also touched on quite a few things that were important to what we look at the association. You have the agriculture and rural attention, you have sustainability attention. There are many different components that made a lot of sense to what you're doing and how you're doing it right. So congratulations again on a fantastic job. And I should just make a point. We have not been drawing attention to the runners up here. They are included here on the screens for you to have a look at. It was a really hard year because we had a lot of really fantastic applicants. So I'm just going to go back very quickly to make sure you knew who the runners up were. We have Nomads Nature and Nurture from Lebanon, Alphonse Ad. For sustainability, sorry, I think I went too fast there. No, we're not. We have Hadaji da Maliadinha Nova from Portugal. We have Heather's Helsinki from obviously Helsinki, Finland, for the best celebration of culinary culture runner-up. For wine and beverages, we have Kadushi Distillery on Bonaire, and there's Eric Heatman showing off some of his products. Very interesting products made of the Kadushi cactus. Right, so for the next award, we have our Best Appreciation of Agriculture and Rural and Culinary Travel. And joining us to tell us about their story at La Balade Gourmande in Quebec, Canada, is Sandra Vigneux. Sandra, are you there? She was there. I see she's still logged in. There you are, Sandra.
Well, hello. Here we go. Can you see here?
Yes, yes, we see your screen just fine.
Here we go. Well, good day, and everybody. Congratulations for all the winners and runner-ups, and many thanks to the organizers. Thank you, Eric. This is a great opportunity for everyone to shine worldwide. So we'll try to show a little video as we just finished our 22nd edition of La Balade Gourmande. Let's take a few seconds and hope we can hear the music to show the experience that we share with over 30,000 visitors during 2 weekends that we just passed. So let's try this. Hopefully you heard a little sound on there. On paper, actually, this is La Balade Gourmande. It's crossing multiple cities and villages that we created 6 signposted roads with 39 farmers' sites, 7 markets, hotel, restaurants, and tourist attractions for a total of 165 participants. The strength of our trademark is our seal of longevity, as it is a sense of belonging for all the participants year after year. This is our 22nd year. And as we try to improve our marketing tools, we modified the leaflet for a single map sheet, reusable aprons, door stickers, reusable bags, and of course the 300 signposts are now all the same. We have a very unusual contest for the 3rd year, as this contest is for families to win a day at the farm. The winners spent a journey with the farmers and producers, and as the day goes on, the participants live an incredible experience by sharing tasks from the field to the plate. As we hope to become a paperless event, we use the application On the Go. The application is free for all visitors to download all the maps and information of all the sites to see and producers, and the information is on time. Of course, you can find us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and the video is also available on our website. And it's an annual event, and we hope to see you all in our area in October 2023.
Thank you very much, Sandra. And I apologize we couldn't get the sound working for you. It's one of those technical things that's never perfect science, but I would really like to draw attention to the excellence of your application. What impressed the judges with it was the unity of the region. And I am familiar with that particular corner of Quebec. We've done some work with some of the tourism offices in your area. And so your area was already on our radar, but then when your application came through and just the comprehensiveness of being able to bring together all of your producers and suppliers and participants and stakeholders in a beautifully orchestrated map guidebook with a passport to go with it, different circuits or circuits en français that are put together by colors and helping people to get around and really to help the tourists to navigate in your area. It's all extremely well done. So you should feel very proud of what a great job you did. Okay, let's go ahead and then share my screen again. And then I would just like to draw attention to the runner-up, which was the Conseil de l'Industrie Bioalimentaire de l'Estrie, or CIBLE, in also Quebec, Canada. So as you can see, our 2 big winners, regionally speaking, were Quebec, Canada, and Finland this year. A couple years ago, we had a lot of winners from Indonesia, so it just happened that Quebec and Finland showed very well this year. So that is it for meeting the winners. The only other comment I have is that we did not have a winner in the best use of technology in culinary travel this year. We got a couple of entries, but the judges did not feel that they were good enough to qualify for being awarded getting an award. They just unfortunately were not good enough applications. So we will make sure that next year when we communicate with applicants in that category, that we will help them a little bit more and try to give them some examples of things to look at. So no winners in technology this year. But I'm very pleased to present these winners to you. I noticed that a couple of the runners-up have also put some information in the chat box for you. So if you would like to download press kits, or if any of the other winners or runner-up winners would like to put your press kit or links into the chat window for the journalists to have access to, or your contact information, that would be fine. Now is the time for questions and answers. So do any of our journalists have any questions that you would like to ask any of the winners? By all means, you can raise your hand using the Zoom feature, or if you would like to unmute yourself, I think we're an informal group today, so you could probably do that to ask your question. But do we have any questions for any of the winners or runners up today? No questions. Well, that was simple. All right. Well, then I would like to just thank everyone once again for making.
Eric,
oh, yes.
Actually, I couldn't get my computer going. It's Habina here.
Hi, Habina.
Hey, wonderful event, by the way. Congratulations. I have a quick question for the Finland company. And what does that company name mean? Halipu, does that mean anything?
Yeah, Halipu is Finnish for hugging tree.
Hugging trees.
Hugging tree. Yeah, so a tree that you hug, that's a halipu.
Okay. Hugging trees. Okay,
Yeah.
I think you mentioned that. I didn't catch that. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, you're welcome.
And also, next question is for the Vegan Travel Asia. You are talking about expanding. Currently, you said 27 trips in 10 countries. Do you mean 27 different itineraries?
Yeah, it's like we have different trips, 27 trips, but these are recurrent according to this in a year. So some of them are recurrent, but most of them are like different.
Great. Are you, what countries you are thinking about expanding to then?
Mostly we are based in Asia. So we are planning on heading to Japan and South Korea.
Oh, lovely. Congrats. Thank you. That's all my questions, Eric.
Thank you, Habina. Do we have any other questions? No? Okay. Well, I'd like to thank everyone for taking the time out of your schedules to join us today. I think this has been our best awards year yet. We had a great number of entries, really high quality entries. It took the judges a long time to deliberate. Sometimes it was very close, coming down to the wire about who we were going to choose, but in the end, we could only choose one winner and one runner-up. So congratulations again to all the winners. Thank you for the journalists, for taking the time today. And we will be sure to alert you when the awards open up next year, and hopefully we'll have some great winners next year too. I hope the world just stays together long enough to allow that. Oh, and there's Elizabeth showing her award there. Thank you, Elizabeth, for showing that. That's what the award looks like. It's a lovely crystal thing that can stand on the table. So thank you. Thanks, Elizabeth. Thank you, everyone.
Congratulations to all.
Thank you, everyone. Congrats. Can't wait to travel and eat with you.